guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. Now, if we could get 400 likes on the video, that would be fantastic. I'm looking forward to doing myself a double upload weekend as well this week, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. Now, enjoy some highlights of the games that we played this month. We've had 3 away games. I said I wanted 4 points from the 7 matches, and you'll see how we actually did over those 7 games. Frustration, and whatnot. I'll see you guys in a minute. Enjoy some highlights. Frankham slips it through for Taylor. Inside the first 20 seconds, Taylor's in, pulls it back across, and Loveridge puts it in. Gillingham 0, Wimbledon 1. And I said I wanted 4 points from those 3 away games, and if we win this one, that would give us a much easier task over the next 2. Can Taylor hold it up for someone? Goes all the way across for Loveridge. He's in, and Loveridge makes it 2-0. There we go. Gillingham 0, Wimbledon 2. Thank God for James Loveridge and continuing that form. Rory Donnelly steps up for Gillingham, scores, and they're back in the game. This is the last thing we need right now. We're 2-0 up. Do not throw this away, guys. Donnelly steps up, and amazingly, Gillingham have just scored 2 penalties and have got level through that. I don't think either of them were penalties, to be honest. The ball just whipped in and nothing happened. So Gillingham 2, Wimbledon 2. 2 penalties. Ridiculous. Fuller should get there. Fuller doesn't get there. McManus whips it across, and Grant puts it in at the back post, and it's Fleetwood 1, Wimbledon 0, and it's no more than they've deserved. We've done nothing today. We've been really, really bad. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so sick of those goals. It looked like we were going to score at one end, and then that happens. The goalkeeper's there, and they still don't save it. Ridiculous. Fleetwood 2, Wimbledon 0. Ball back post and Bray's in there, and it's actually 3-0 to Fleetwood now. This is the worst performance we've had all season. Like, hands down, we just haven't offered anything. Harris burns in at the back post, and out of nowhere, we lead. Southend 0, Wimbledon 1. Can we finally get an away win? We need a second goal. Shenton? Oh, daddy. I have to say that when he scores now. What a strike that is from Oliver Shenton. We have the second goal. Loveridge, long-range free kick blocked. Barchman on the rebound, and my God, we've scored a rebound free kick goal now. They're coming back into the game, it seems. Southend 0, Wimbledon 3. Novakovic. Uh-oh, goes round his man. Don't let them get one back, guys. Come on, you're better than that. Get the clean sheet. Oh, what? Okay. A Shea own goal this time. I thought we were going to get a clean sheet, but it turns out no. There we go, guys. 3-1, a great away win. When I noticed they were playing 4-4-2, my eyes lit up. And if you're wondering what that other clear-cut chance was, that was Lyle Taylor missing a sitter, as you would expect. Right then, ladies and gentle spoons, we are back. And as you can see, we are sitting in second spot now. 3 points clear, interestingly, of Barnsley now, who've decided to remember what a win was. And it's getting very, very tight in there at the moment. But Peterborough have dropped away, which is useful for us because we didn't have the best month, didn't have the best few games. Well, I say that. We got a draw against Gillingham, but we should have won that. We conceded 2 penalties, which was just outrageousness. It really was. I couldn't believe it. And then the 3-0 defeat against Fleetwood was just ridiculous. We were so bad. So bad. Although the second goal was just a piss take. And I know, like, every time a goalkeeper makes a mistake on an FM save, it seems that everyone in the well, not everyone in the comments, people in the comments go, you need to buy a new goalkeeper. Yes, because if that's what football teams did every time a goalkeeper made a mistake, then that would cost them a lot of money. And the fact is, it's nothing to do with, like, his goalkeeping stat. He could be Manuel Neuer, and he would have still done that. That's the problem. And it just doesn't seem to have been fixed, which is really annoying. Like, particularly with Ivan Toney? Particularly with his goal in that game. The reason that annoyed me so much is because the goalkeeper was literally in a position to just pick the ball up at this point, and he just stood there. They do that so much, and as you can see, it's a better goalkeeper this time. It was James Shea, and it's so frustrating. But there you go. No ranting. There's no need for that. It's a happy day. Well, it's actually pretty miserable outside, but you get my point. Anyway, I'm no longer suited up. That was stressing me. It's the same day as well. Wow, 51,000 people in there for the stadium for that game. But as you can see, we are sitting with a game in hand and 3 points clear. I feel like if we beat Walsall today, particularly as it's Walsall, that would move us potentially, if everything went to plan, 9 points clear of them. Well, it would definitely move us 9 points clear of them with a few matches to go. Question of the day today is, why did you name your channel Second Yellow Card? I'll explain that in a sec, but first let's show you the squad. So, last 5 games, or last few matches, I suppose we should probably be going with Johnny Byrne, as he's one of the few players that's actually achieved over... Actually, no, we've started to creep up a little bit. Even Tony Harris has done all right in that period, but he will still be leaving, and it looks like he's going to be leaving on a free, which is a piss take, but what can you do? I'm still looking at some other young players, but I'll show you those guys, who I'm going to be looking at in the summer, in the final episode of the season, as I always do. So, top goal scorer at the moment is still Loveridge with 26 and 51. Not bad. Lyle Taylor's been useless, unfortunately. He just... He couldn't hit a backside of the donkey with a Banjo's barn door, or whatever the cliched expression is. He's been useless again. He really does blow hot and cold on an outrageous level, and it's unfortunate, really. Now, the problem with... Oh, my days. They're playing a Christmas Tree of Doom against me. Nearly. This could be an interesting one. How narrow is that? And do we have the players to play this system instead? Loveridge, Taylor, Brown, Frank. I wouldn't be too particularly sure about that. No, we're going to go with what works. Because, I mean, look, unfortunately, because all the games come in thick and fast because of the postponements, we don't have a lot of players to rotate with because of the injuries. Although what I am going to do is put out Kinsella and bring in Toure for today's match and sort of replace areas where I sort of can get away with it. And to share it isn't going to start either. Nightingale will start. Just to give us a little bit of freshness off the bench, maybe. It's a bit of a problem, but we'll have to make do. I still feel that we could maybe win this, although I am not entirely certain about this tactic they're playing. This could be the death of us in today's game. Could be coming down to this tactic more than anything else. So yeah, why do they call my channel Second Yellow Card? It's a really simple answer, really, and that is that I used to run a football blog of the same name, which is why I had the website already. And yeah, basically, I just thought, screw it. I actually had the YouTube account set up at the same time as the blog, or relatively early, which is why it says that the channel was founded in like 2013, even though I didn't upload a video until over a year later, not over a year, nearly a year later, basically. But yeah, that's basically all it was. I can't remember why I actually called it that in the first place. It just felt like a footballing expression. You know how most, particularly FM channels, are always named after something to do with, well, not always. They're very often named after things to do with the game or to do with football in some way. When you look at, for example, Work the Space, that is, you know, obviously, I believe that used to be an instruction. I don't think it is anymore, but I believe it may have been back in the day. Oh, Loveridge is across. Go on, Harris, Taylor, and oh, there you go. And I don't know who that's gone in off. Oh, it's a Bakayoko own goal, but we do lead against Walsall, and that's the perfect start. Wimbledon. Well, I say Wimbledon, what am I talking about? The other teams are playing as well, so we could potentially move 4 points clear with that extra game in hand, and that would, to me, look... Oh, hello, I think Barnsley have just scored. I took off the other scores because they were getting in the way of me seeing important stats like that. Cameron Norman. Let's take a little look at him. Obviously, if he's a centre-back or something, we'll leave them be. But he is not. He's a midfielder, so we're going to close him down. I noticed that Neil Etheridge is actually in goal for Walsall. I believe he... Well, no, I don't believe. I know that he used to be at Fulham. The weird thing about Neil Etheridge, though, is that I believe he actually plays for... Is it Indonesia or the Philippines? I think he's their international team goalkeeper for either the Philippines or Indonesia. I think it's the Philippines, though. Random fact. Harris, we could do the second goal here. Harris flips it over and Loveridge is in there, and that is the perfect header from James Loveridge. 27 goals this year. I think he's got 30 in him, and I said that I wanted him to get at least 30 based on the start. He's really accelerated away because he's played so much. Walsall have been really bad today. I'm glad I didn't go with the narrow formation because we've torn them apart with the 4-4-2 today, which is, oh, don't let them get back here. That's another goal that we're conceding a lot of. Free kicks whipped in from out wide. For some reason, nobody tracks the runners. I don't know why, because we've got them set to do that, but I've yet to find a way to actually stop that either. Forster Kasky is also going to be marked out the game because he's completing a lot of passes as well. Actually, yeah, I'm going to actually mark Forster Kasky as well. That's a really disappointing goal to concede. We've been vastly the better team, but sometimes that's all it takes, and it's really frustrating. I feel like if we could sort out defending from set pieces, free kicks and corners, we'd be a lot better team, but these little buggy things are just really frustrating, and that's not because the game's bad, that's just because we've yet to figure out a way to counteract them, and unfortunately, I don't think anyone's figured one out yet. Tony Harris has picked up 2 assists today. That means that potentially I could have a conversation with him where I praise him on that, which he'll presumably tell me to go fuck myself, but that's, you know, Tony Harris is literally Janice from accounting. He is that in a sort of player. So let's see. We're 2-1 up. We should win this game comfortably still, unless they change something dramatic. They're not going to suddenly come back. Hola, in defence there. We've not hit the target that much, but we've had some decent chances. We've scored 2 goals. We lead the game. We're the better team, and I would be very disappointed if we don't win this now. But with that being said, Tony Harris is going to come off because he's the best player on the pitch right now. Oh, do we though? No, I'm going to have to leave him on. I am, however, going to get Kinsella on for Toure because he's on a booking, and the last thing we need is him to get sent off. And look again, Lyle Taylor, 6.4. He is useless lately. I've spoken to him. We've tried everything, and I think mainly the problem with Lyle Taylor, now that we've got a tactic that actually does suit him, I think he's just an incredibly inconsistent player. I don't know whether that's a trait you can have. I assume it must be one of the hidden traits you can have, maybe. His consistency is woeful. Shenton may have to come off for me. I just want to keep Harris on, because although he's knackered, I can understand that. He's playing so well, and if he gets the ball into his feet, he might be able to spray another pass out and grab us a 3rd goal, which would just kill the game off, frankly. And we kind of need that right about now, really. So, 2-1 up. All is looking glorious. This game's gone by really, really quickly, and I feel like we've not done that much in this episode to actually get to this point so far. Fuller. And there we go. Well, okay, there we go. Wimbledon 2, Walsall 1, and we've actually won the game already. We're only like 8 minutes into this video. This is crazy. Obviously, there will have been some highlights to bring the sort of up a little bit. Right, no, we do need to discuss things. We need to discuss that was a good win. Well, also, since I've got a couple of extra minutes, well, look at that. We're 3 points clear of Barnsley, still got the game in hand, could go 6 points clear with 3 games to go. I think if we can win our game in hand, I think it's against Burton Albion at home, so stands to reason we will. Birmingham are bottom of the table as well, I've just noticed. Remember, we lost 3-1 to them, so oh dear. Also beat them 6-1 though, so yeah. Dagenham doing poorly. Oxford have really slipped since a good start, but it does look as though us and Luton have surely qualified for... In fact, Luton are promoted. They've just got themselves promoted with that win right there, which is incredible. So Luton are going to be going to the Championship. I hope that we can join them, but only time will tell if that's actually going to be the case. So yeah, let's take a little look at Tony Harris and see if we can't tell him that he's had a good game. Chances are we're not going to be able to tell him that, but let's just have a little look at him anyway. So where is he? Tony... Where are you? Right, here we go. So, 6 negatives now. Oh, this should be good. Feels that time is running out to strengthen the squad. I don't know why that stayed there, because what am I supposed to do in a non-transfer window? Strengthen the squad? Considering his options, how is that a negative? Feels he's not getting enough coaching. Unhappy squad isn't strengthened. These all came outside of a transfer window. I don't get... Who cares if you're top of the league? As long as the squad's been strengthened, it's... it feels broken to me, and I can see how maybe like he's ambitious, yeah. Where's the dickhead trait? Anyway, let's try and have an interaction with him, see how this goes. Praise player on last game, because he was fantastic. Let's see if he... Very good? No. Let's see. Go on. My God. Very good. How is that possible? His happiness is very good. Shall we try it? Nope. Isn't interested due to being transfer listed. Oh, for the love of God. You cannot win with these guys. You cannot fucking win. Right. No longer transfer listed. How about now? I don't know. Like, you transfer list them and they're then unhappy for being transfer listed despite the fact you try to let them go because they don't want to sign a new contract. It's just broken. Anyway, there's enough about that because it's we know it's broken, and that's just how it's going to be, isn't it, clearly? It's very frustrating, but you're just going to have to move on. Tony Harris will not be a Wimbledon player next year. That much I can almost guarantee you guys. Unless he leaves the club and we try to immediately re-sign him. That's another thing I've got wondering about. The question is, if he signs for another club before then and signs on a pre-contract deal, we're screwed. But that might be my last like little attempt. So next up, we've actually got Bolton, who are struggling away. We should be able to win there, particularly as I think they play 4-4-2. Burton at home, who are struggling as well. That should be winnable, and that should be enough. Oldham at home as well, and then away. We've actually got a decent run in which could see us finish with flying colours. I'd like to finish off with 6 straight wins, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Anyway, guys, if you have liked this episode, please do drop a like on the video. That would be bloody fantastic. And if you'd like to get more on that, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a game against Dagenham and Redbridge, where hopefully we'll probably... we may already be promoted by that point, but you just never know. It'll be a nice chance to sort of go through what we're going to be doing in the summer. And I'll join you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.